Owen, how has your game been trending lately?
I think it's been good. I'm happy with the with the process, and I think results are coming based off that.
If I'm not mistaken, the abs really insist you on playing that north-south forechecking game. Like that's when you're really on when you play that game. Are you taking strides toward playing that game consistently?
Yeah, that's my goal. I want to just be direct and, like you said, be a pretty north-south player. Use my speed and be good on the forecheck, win pucks back, and build my offense from kind of below the goal line.
What are you most proud of this season?
Just finding a little bit more consistency in that identity. I think had a little bit more time to get a feel for maybe what my role is going to be at the next level. So I want to build off that and try and be consistent and have an identity and keep growing that side of my game.
Because if you would only look at the box score, it would be easy to say, oh, that your rookie year was better. But do you get the sense that you're forming your identity as a player right now, and you're closer to that?
I think so. I think so. I think obviously, I guess the offensive production hasn't been quite as as prevalent in my game maybe this year. I think there's a lot of context that goes into that, but I think I think overall I feel like a better player. I feel a lot more consistent. I feel like I know what I need to bring every night, and I think that's huge for not just this level, but but the next as well.
If you could just concretely say for the fans at home, like what you need to bring, like who is Owen Beck on his A game as a player?
Just being fast, using my shot, being physical, being good on the forecheck, and defensively responsible in my own zone.
And the context you're alluding to, is it mostly puck luck, like some things you can control? Or?
Yeah, sometimes it's things you can't control. Sometimes there's we get the team looks different every year, so there's different roles to be filled every year, so that can look a little bit different than maybe it did last year. And I think there's a lot that goes into pro hockey that I'm still adjusting to and still getting the feel for.
It's kind of a weird week for everyone. How do you block out the noise during those kinds of times?
Can't really say I'm overly focused on it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, right? Like, again, it's out of my control, and that's just something I have to kind of roll with. So, I don't think we get as much of call it a hands-on experience being here. You don't hear necessarily as many rumors, as long as you can kind of keep yourself offline and not look at all the stuff that's swirling around the internet. So, I don't think it's necessarily too hard. I think we just come to the rink and enjoy every day, and be around our teammates, and whatever happens.
When you came back here, what was the discussion before with the management before leaving Montreal? What was it like?
Yeah, I think it was just did a good job for the time that you're here, filling in for guys that went down, and we just want you to keep finding that kind of game. You kind of alluded to it earlier. It's just really just finding that identity. Being super consistent, because obviously you can't take a night off at that level. So I think that's just what they're looking for from me, and they just want me to keep getting better at it while I'm here.
Just two last one. What was your biggest takeaway from your call up in Montreal this season?
Just how much. I just feel like I improved a lot over the last times I was up. There were maybe flashes in previous call-ups that showed I could play at that level, but I think I was able to prove it a little bit more consistently that I can play and be a contributing player at the NHL level. So obviously there's still work to do, and I'm looking forward to doing it. But I'm going to work hard at it and try and get back there.
Just to finish, Owen, I just talked to Ryan now. I don't think I've seen him as happy as he was right now. He's finally getting a lock on the injury side. Do you guys feel that in the room, like the good vibes from him?
Yeah. He's obviously a great player, and it's kind of been unfortunate for him that he maybe hasn't been able to show it as much as he has, trying to battle through the injuries, and they haven't been little ones either. There's been a lot of pretty major, or not a lot, but a couple major ones that have kept him out for extended periods of time. So now that he's getting a little bit of consistency, getting more more games in, he's definitely starting to look more like himself, and it's awesome to see.
Thanks, Owen.
No problem.
I appreciate it.